Hello, friends. Welcome to Dell Soccer. My name is Delali Frank, and this is News Daily, where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. So, in today's edition, we're going to talk about former Black Stars striker or Black Stars legend Matthew Amoah, the famous striker, the man who scores only important goals. His son has officially signed his first ever major career contract. His son is also a striker and he has signed his first contract. I have the details of his contract to share with you. And then we talk about another Black Stars legend, Razak Pimpong, whose son has been called by another country to represent them in an international friendly game. We'll talk about that player and his son and the position he actually even plays. And then we talk about Jude Bellingham. In an interview, he has celebrated Otuado once again. This will be the second time he has granted an interview and he has mentioned Otuado's name. And then we wrap up with the Ghana Football Association, who today announced a partnership with a beverage company. We'll go into the partnership and the details of that in today's episode. So as usual, if today is your first time, hit on the subscription button so that we can build a community together. But when you hit on the subscription, make sure that you hit on the bell, the notification, so that every video we post, you will be the first to see the content. As usual, this platform is for the two of us. So when you watch the video, let me know your opinion in the comment section. It's very important for me, so that in my next video, I will give you a shout out. When you like what we do here, share with some of your friends for them to also enjoy what we do. But without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's news. Right, so let's start with Matthew Amoah. Matthew Amoah is a former Black Stars striker. He is one striker that used to play with Asamoah. And if you look at Black Stars and the strikers we've had, it's him, Baby Jets, that used to score the goals for us. And he's one player that scored a lot of important goals, especially in qualifiers. The guy has more goals in World Cup qualifiers and Afcon qualifiers than a lot of strikers that we've had. His son is also a striker. His son is called Matthew Amoah Jr. He used to play for the under 15 and the youth side of Feyenoord. And today he officially signed his official professional contract for Feyenoord. It's an incredible news for the son, the player, and the entire family. The video and the pictures from the unveiling and the signing was quite incredible and a bit emotional, because that's the dream of every father, to see your son play football, especially if you're also a former player. To see your son play to that level is an incredible news that you would always be proud and happy with. And the boy, after the signing, said that, "I'm very proud to have signed my first contract with Feyenoord. I have worked towards this wonderful moment all these years. And next season, I want to take the next step in my development and hope to be important for my team again by giving assists and scoring goals." I went to his Instagram page and he has a lot of content from his club. Like he's a goal scorer, like scores simple goals. His father was also like that, a very good goal scorer, but doesn't do extraordinary stuff. Get the ball, find the net, pump, and score. That's it. It's always good to see our players and our legends. And I think one of my followers on Facebook asked me whether he's eligible to play for Ghana or he has to switch nationality. So the thing is, he has not been called. I don't know. There's less information about where he was born. But from the pictures, you could see that his father and his mother, they are all Ghanaians, or they are all from Ghana. So obviously they are locals. But if he was born outside Ghana, then obviously he's eligible to represent that country too as well. And he's also eligible to represent Ghana. But now he hasn't played for any country. So he can play for Ghana if Ghana calls him to play for any of our youth teams. Once he gets called into any of our youth teams, there's no need for any nationality switch or something. At this point, he's a Ghanaian by parents and by blood too. So we'll stick to that. Let's talk about another Ghanaian, or a son of another Ghanaian legend, which is Razak Pimpong. So Razak Pimpong is currently in Denmark. He coaches a youth team in Denmark, and his son also plays for a football club in Denmark. But guess what? His son has been called by Denmark under 17 team to go and represent them in an international friendly that they are going to play or an international tournament. And he has actually accepted the call up. So his son has been officially called into the Denmark under 17 team in a major competition that they are going to play. His son is included in the 20-man squad. That means that the boy is going to play for Denmark. The competition is a friendly game between the countries in that region. It is between Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden. However, don't be worried. He can play for Denmark because it's an international friendly games that they are going to play. And even at his age, he can still get a chance to switch nationality. The rules says that players still have the option to play for their other countries, and they have the option to also change their nationality if they have only played at youth level and in friendlies at the national and in friendlies at the senior level. Additionally, those under age 21 can switch after 3 years if they have played fewer than 3 competitive matches. If they have played fewer than 3 competitive matches at the senior level. So don't worry, Razak Pimpong's son is going to play for Denmark, but if Ghana wants him, we can get him to play for us. I don't know, but I just feel like the legends of our senior team, their children should be playing for us. Anyway, Liberia's president, Timothy Weah, plays for USA, whilst his father is the president of Liberia. Let's go to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has praised Otto again in an interview he granted with The Guardian. He has spoken about Otto. And prior to that, there was a post on Instagram where he called Otto the legend. And if you look at Jude Bellingham, and in an interview he said he was praising Borussia Dortmund and how they helped young players to integrate beautifully and nicely in their senior team. And he mentioned someone like Otto. He said the club have players, people in the team that their job is to help these young players to integrate into their senior side and to help these young players excel. And he said individuals like Otto is one of the people there that helps young players to develop. Otto has worked with some notable names like Jude Bellingham, Erling Haaland, and a couple of like Sancho. He has really worked with young players because of Dortmund and the kind of work they do. So that's good news, to get Jude Bellingham to recognize Otto is a big deal. Now let's talk about the African Cup of Nations draw. The African Cup of Nations draw will be happening tomorrow in South Africa at exactly 12:30 p.m. Ghana time. Unfortunately, the recent world ranking that came as at I think last month, Ghana have moved on higher a bit because of the World Cup qualifiers we played. We won two out of the 2 matches we played, so it has also affected our world and African ranking. And Ghana has now been seeded. Being seeded in football or in draws means that you have better rankings and you are not going to play the seniors. So Ghana is in Pot A. The Pot A consists of teams like Morocco, which is the host. Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Tunisia, Algeria, Cameroon, Mali, South Africa, DR Congo, and Ghana. So these are the countries that Ghana cannot meet. The seeding means that these countries Ghana will not meet. So Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Tunisia, Algeria, Cameroon, Mali, South Africa, DR Congo, Ghana. We won't meet any of them, but we are likely to meet every pot. They will pick one opponent. So there's Cape Verde, there's Burkina Faso, there's Guinea, there's Gabon, there's Equatorial Guinea, there's Zambia, Benin, Angola. If you just give us Cape Verde, so that when Ghana is playing their away match versus Cape Verde, you all go to Cape Verde. You get me? Yeah. You don't get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. Yeah, just give us that. So if I'm asked to pick my ultimate group, Ghana, Cape Verde, Comoros. And then here, the pot 4 is, and then Rwanda. Yes, I want Rwanda. Yes, there's Rwanda, there's South Sudan, there's Chad, there's Swatini, Lesotho, Botswana, Ethiopia, Liberia, Burundi in pot 4. Give us Ghana, Cape Verde, Comoros, Rwanda. Solid group. That's all for today. Let me know what you think about all the stories we've discussed today in the comment section. As usual, until we meet again, bye bye for now.